All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back with a new video. It's on Coach Greg. Yes, man, Greg Doucette, our favorite influencer, gym lifting, recruiting lifting slave, the 2.7 million recruiting slave, lifting slaves that he's recruited. Yes, the recruiter himself. Well, the old Coach Greg. Let's see what Coach Greg has to say today. Let's review this video, man. Coach Greg says, you wanted the old Coach Greg. Well, here you have it. Okay, you wanted the old Coach Greg, huh? All right.
Coach Greg, in today's video, you asked for it. You said you want me to make the videos I used to make. And so in today's video, you're gonna...
And what were those? No, you're not gonna get it. He's lying.
Get it.
He's lying.
And so it says, I tried Greg Doucette's Anabolic cookbook for a day.
So this guy tried Greg Doucette's Anabolic Death book for a day? For one day? Okay. Let's see what he has to say.
Is it worth it? Now remember, it's gone through extensive reviews. We're currently at...
You think one day is enough to eat from the Anabolic Death book? Why do you need a cookbook for? Everything is prepared these days. Most people eat out. We rarely ever cook at home. Ever. Rarely ever.
Version 3.1, he goes over version 3.0. 3.1 has even more photos and more recipes. And in case you're wondering, does it work? Literally,
it has more recipes, more what? What is this food? Looks like slave food, man. Some kind of toxic vegetables there.
He sold close to 100,000 copies. And everywhere I go, no matter what country, whether...
Jesus, he sold 100,000 copies. There's 100,000 death book slaves out there, anabolic death book slaves, that actually bought this book. He's enslaved 100,000 people to his anabolic death book. This is incredible. Are people really that out to lunch in the world? Man, I gotta start putting out my own fucking cookbook, bro. Start pumping out some money. Jesus.
It's 4 a.m. outside of a bar.
I'm loving Coach Greg, man. He's amazing. He's the best snake oil salesman I've ever seen.
Someone's gonna come to me and say, hey, I got your cookbook, I lost 100 pounds, it changed my life. And I'm not bullshit.
Maybe in the short run, but I don't think it'll do it in the long run, because it's all based on artificial food. And artificial food will destroy you.
This happens everywhere I go. And so let's go over his review. Is he going to make fun of it? Is he going to say it's apple poop, or is it apple goop?
I tried a full day of eating from Coach Greg Doucette's Anabolic cookbook, and today I'm going to let you know if it's worth it.
Imagine, is it worth it? If there's even one...
Can you shut up and let him talk for a minute?
Recipe in here that you're going to use that for the rest of your life.
Jeez.
Change your life, lose 50 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever.
Yes, lose 150 pounds being overfed and undernourished on a fake diet called Coach Greg's Anabolic Death Cookbook, Anabolic Fake, whatever, French toast that doesn't exist in nature. Okay.
How is it not worth it? I spend over $150 every time I go out to a restaurant. And so you really think it's not...
He spends over $150 every time he goes out to a restaurant. And I bet you he goes out every single day and spends your money. You people that are watching him, you slaves that he's enslaved. Yes, I know. I'm a bad guy because I'm reviewing this video and I'm informing you with the truth. Okay, I understand. Yeah, of course, Greg Doucette minion fans, you minions, his fans, minions. Of course, yes, I'm a bad guy. I'm a hater. I know. I'm a hater. I'm a bad guy because I'm putting out the truth. Of course, you know, the truth really hurts, right? Doesn't it? It really hurts. You should see the people that write in the comment section. They come crying every time when I do videos on their favorite influencer, the big dudes and stuff like that. Give me a break.
Worth $150? Think of it. Women spend that much money on their makeup in any given month. $150. Now, I get it. If you're in a poor development...
You know, if they were a 10, do you think women that are 10s, do you think they need to wear makeup? No. Why do these women wear makeup? Because they're not 10s. They want to pretend to be a 10. And then when the makeup comes off, the man's like, what are you? You're not a 10. Everybody's looking for a 10. They're not looking for fake 10s.
big country, you don't make that much money, you can't do it. But for everyone else, really, think of where else you're spending your money. On drinks at the bar, buying girls
The
drinks.
worst thing is to fall in love with a woman that's cosmetically made up, and then it starts to disappear. That's why the divorce rate's so high, because everybody's faking it. Your man is faking it, working out, this, that, fake muscles, fake lifts, whatever. Maybe even fake drug people. I fell in love with a guy. I fell in love with you. You were the big guy on steroids and everything. Yeah, but he can't afford the steroids anymore because he's slaving over his job and whatever else, and he can't work out or whatever, and he's losing. The steroid look is going away, or even the fake natty look is going away. The natty fake, natty fakes, and the natties that are fakes and the fake natties that are fake, it's all going away, downhill and everything. They're falling apart. And then the wife is like, I didn't fall in love with you. I fell in love with the fake you. How come? Where is it? Bring it back. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, well. And then they divorce you. That's the reason why the divorce rate is so high. You know, there's some guys, they try to flash like they had a lot of money. They try to coax the woman. I had money, a good job at the time. And then they're like, well, what did you fall in love with? I fell in love with you because you had a job and money. And then when it goes away, divorce. Or they fell in love with you because they thought you were a Chad because you were on steroids or something. Or maybe you were built, phony muscles, these glycogen muscles, whatever. You lifted a heavy weight. They fell in love with that or whatever. Maybe you had a nice looking face, but it too melted away or something. You lost your looks. And they're like, I didn't fall in love with that. And they divorce you. And that's why the divorce rate is so friggin' high in the world. This anabolic death book is going to do the same for you. It's not going to make you better. It's going to make you worse.
You think that they're going to sleep with you because you bought them a shot of vodka? Really? Don't you think?
You think they're going to sleep with you because you bought them a shot of vodka? No, of course not. They're going to try to sleep with you because you have something extraordinary about you. But when you lose that something extraordinary, guess what's going to happen? They don't want nothing to do with you. They're gone, out the door, dude.
Your chances would go up higher than last time if you had a lean and chisel physique. Perhaps you lost some weight and you look better. And so if you get the cookbook, it helps you to stay on your diet. It is priceless.
Now, as I'm preparing these foods, the one thing I'm
Oh, it is priceless, all right.
finding pretty helpful is all the meal prep tips that are included, about batch cooking.
Exactly, you cook in bulk. Imagine if you're eating 5 meals a day, you really think you're going to have time to prepare 5 meals? Really? I used to cook 30 French toasts at a time, and I'd stuff that into the fridge, and I'd have French toast for days. I'd even put the French toast in a toaster, plop it down, bammo! I don't even have to microwave.
Here it is. We got the egg white bites. I ended up making around 9 of them, just given them the size of my
Like, what is this? This is processed already. This is not natural. This is all processed food. All this shit's processed, man. Come on.
pan.
And remember, if you don't believe me, I eat like this all the time. I haven't changed my ways. I go in the fridge, I see anabolic muffins, anabolic mushroom risotto.
Anabolic this, anabolic. Look, I'm going to show you something, man, okay? I'm going to give you a wake-up call. I think people don't understand what science is all about. This is just an example, okay? When you go on the internet and you look up, like, plants. Plants are toxic. Toxic proteins in plants. You can read what these toxins, these toxic proteins are in plants, and that applies to every plant. That applies to the fruits and vegetables, the engineered ones that you're eating by man. This applies to it. It's harmful to you. Toxic proteins, poisonous plants, an ongoing problem. See? Harmful potential of herbal and other plant products. Plant poisoning by plants, poisonous plants. Comprehensive toxic plants, phytotoxins, database and application. Poisonous plants, blah, blah. You know, it goes on forever, man. Do I need to, really bring this out? Because seriously, people are going to tell you, well, they make these studies about cardiovascular disease. Meat is bad for you, and plants are good for you. No, because if you really look at the real science, and not the stupid science, like the stupid people online, the real science will tell you what this fucking shit does to you. Get it? It's all toxic and poisonous to what? DNA. Poisonous on non-poisonous plants, DNA-based tools, applications. If one plant toxin is harmful to livestock, what about two? See? 2 phytochemicals and other potential risks. There's also oxalates. There's also oxalates. They talk about oxalates. They talk about a lot of stuff, man. I can't bring everything up here, okay? I think it's this one, oxalate. There you go. calcium oxalate in plants, formation and function, manipulation of oxalate metabolism. Plants are filled with oxalates. There's so many things. Oxalic acid is salts, occurs as end products, metabolism, and a number of plant tissues, So when you eat them, you eat those oxalates, and they destroy the shit out of you. So you can go and look for these things yourself. See, calcium oxalate crystals, the plant gemstones, inside, oxalates in food, extraction conditions, and yada, yada, yada. Can you imagine what this stuff does to you on a cellular level? It destroys you. How about this one? This one's a good one. Let's see what fructose does, eh? Fructose? Fructose-rich diet. Oh, affects mitochondria DNA damage. Whoa, how about that, eh? See that? Fructose. Fructose induces mitochondrial dysfunction and triggers apoptosis. Oh my God, an apoptosis. You gotta love this one. Fructose induces what? Mitochondrial dysfunction and triggers apoptosis in skeletal muscle cells by provoking oxidative stress. Well, how about that? So you want to eat your fruits and vegetables and then a bunch of other stuff that's filled with fructose, your other whatever processed food, whatever else you're eating out there, your fake food. And guess what it does? It triggers apoptosis in skeletal muscle cells. That means if it triggers an apoptosis in your skeletal muscles and you're lifting in a gym, you're going to lose muscle cells. So it's going to dismantle. You're going to lose muscle fibers. You're going to lose the fiber itself because you keep inducing what? You keep eating fructose. And then with time, it induces mitochondrial what? Dysfunction. Your mitochondria will become dysfunctional. And I know this for a fact because I did it in my old channel. Remember? It made me dysfunctional. It took me a year to become functional again. That was a big problem. Metabolic disturbances, like it says here, look, disturbances, however limited, Oh man, there's so many problems with fructose. Destroys you, DNA damage, you name it, So you could read this for yourself, okay? So I don't need to prove it. Even look, mitochondrial aging, fructose, die high in fat and fructose induces early hepatic mitochondrial aging. Oh, this one's even better. Man, it just goes on forever, dude. Like, this is just disgusting, okay? So I don't need to look at stupid studies. I look at the real studies, the real science. So there you go.
Dodo, various kinds, recipes. I eat from my cookbook all the time. If you looked at my Instagram post today, how do I look? I'm 48 years of age. I'm not abusing supplements. I'm on...
Yeah, I'm 48 years old. How do I look? Like, you look fake? Like cosmetic on steroids? Yeah, Greg.
HRT, 140 milligrams a week. Of course, I'm using Turk Builder, Acti Builder.
HRT, 140 milligrams a week. More fakeness. This guy's the fakest dude in the world, okay? Acti Builder, all his tablets and everything. More fakeness.
And GO2 Max. And I'm doing my cardio, racing bikes, training with weights, my entire body every 3 days. And so...
I say by 50, he's dead. Like all the rest of them.
It's working for me. It's working for close to 100,000 other people. And so it absolutely can work for you.
And for you watching this, one thing to just keep in mind, it's great to have all of the, macros and calories being listed.
I don't even think that Coach Greg is eating any of the food in his anabolic fake death book. He has money. He's going to eat the best food. He's going to eat filet mignon, steaks, T-bone steaks, strip loin steaks. He's going to eat meat. He's going to eat the best meat. He's going to eat bison if he can, raw milk if he can. I don't know, but he's got money. He's going to eat the best seafood and the best meat. That's it. It's really simple. When I had a lot of money, the first thing I did, I ate absolutely the best food. There was never any bullshit food. I worked with people before in the hotel when I was younger in the hotel business. We work around food, lots of food. And I'm going to tell you, every person that worked there, they never ate the shitty stuff. They always went after the best food. When you have a chance in life to eat the best food, you're going to eat the best food. Given the option, here's a plate of rice with salad in it, and here's a plate with a T-bone, juicy T-bone steak, very rare T-bone steak. Which one would you eat? Everybody's gonna choose the T-bone steak. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. Nobody's gonna choose the slave food, the rice and the salad, believe me, if they had an option.
And so obviously I tell people just count your protein, count your calories. Don't worry about everything. You don't have to track every single detail, but the calories are all listed. The macros are all listed.
You shouldn't be eating that much protein. I mean, it depends. If you're actually getting an adaptation in lifting, then you definitely need to eat a lot of protein in that moment. But you also need a lot of animal fat. I'm not kidding, man, to build muscle.
The recipes are easier than last time to make. Left no stone unturned to make it easy. I am not some culinary chef. I'm Coach Greg. Do I look like a chef? But yet I can make all of these recipes. And so if I can make it, you guys can make it too.
Alrighty, so I just finished up breakfast here, and I gotta be honest, like the quantity of food and the amount of protein, I'm feeling quite full.
And so that is the point. The quantity of the meals, the size of it, it's keeping you full, satiated, satisfied, and the taste. You don't have to give up taste. You don't have to give up portion sizes. You get to.
Why is it always all about taste? You don't have to give up taste. You don't have to be. You were raised. You know what your problem is. You originally, as humans, you didn't eat meat for taste. Even though meat tastes good, you were familiar with that taste. And these people that are running you, the slave masters, they got you used to different tastes because they realized they got intelligent. They said, let's get these people used to eating slave foods. And then the adults will force the slave food on the children, and then they'll get used to eating it. And they keep marketing it to you forever.
Eat massive portions with food that tastes amazing while giving you all the protein that you need.
All right, so now it's time for a midday snack. I am grabbing a Coach Greg approved Quest bar.
And for a snack, he's having a Quest bar. Of course, he could have a Seco bar, but if you've gotten
a fake bar, you're eating a fake bar in your fake car. Yeah, man, this guy's the fakest person in the world.
Any of my coaching diet plans in the past, you will know that you can eat off plan. You can have a snack of your choice any day that you want, every day that you want. It's not about
when you're a Chad in life, do you think these Chads need this car to be seen, or these Seco bars and all this kind of stuff? They don't need any of that. See, he's not a Chad. Coach Greg's not a Chad. He's compensating by, making these crazy YouTube videos, trying to make as much money as he can. And his woman left him at the peak of his height, of his career, or whatever you want to call this success. His woman left him. Think about that. Why do women leave these men when they reach the peak of their success? Why do they do that? Because they find out truly what they really are all about. Nothing. They're not Chads. Women want to be with a Chad. They don't want to be with a guy like this that needs to be seen. He needs a car to be seen or whatever, because Chads are seen without the car, without any of this stuff, without any of this bullshit. Get it? Yeah.
being perfect. It's just about
Coach Greg is compensating.
eating better than you are right now. As long as you're eating within your calorie allowance, you are in fact going to lose weight. And so whether you grab a protein bar or a bag of Smart Pop popcorn, if you're hungry, you should be eating. You don't want to be starving. You don't want to rely on willpower. And with the benefit of this cookbook, you'll be more satiated, more satisfied than friggin' last time. And hopefully that happens in the bedroom too. And if not, don't worry, we do have harder than last time for your bedroom needs. Code Greg, 15% off.
Really
See, he's marketing, catering to all the losers that are out there like him. You need these things to keep you harder because why? Because you're eating the slave anabolic cookbook. That's why it's causing you to not be hard.
tons of different flexibility in the things that you could choose to eat, which keeps everything exciting, makes you want to stick to things while you still make your goals.
Flexibility, keeping things fresh and exciting. You want to have variety, this is the book for you. Gone are those days of diets that have chicken, broccoli, and rice every single meal. This is ridiculous. I've seen countless competitors, thousands. They go on these crazy diets. They think they can handle it, but they're starving. And remember, these are gifted elite level athletes. They're professional bodybuilders and and so on. Even they can barely make it to the stage. But have you not seen Coach Greg? Do I look like I'm starving? Do I look like I'm suffering? Do I look like I have a difficult time in life? It's the cookbook. I've learned how to do this for years. I'm far leaner now than when I used to abuse performance-enhancing drugs. But because of the cookbook, because of the recipes, because I do cardio, it's easier than ever before.
I got some like really simple low-fat roasted turkey breast. You can have about 5 slices of that. Some low-fat mayo.
And notice, really simple. This is the key point of this cookbook. It's not difficult. I've tried other people's cookbooks. Some of them are great, but very difficult. Some takes hours to make the recipes. This is a simple cookbook. If you've never cooked a day in your life, you pick up this book, there's going to be dozens of recipes you'll find easy. You'll be shocked at how easy it is to create delicious recipes that you never dreamed possible.
One thing I really like about this cookbook, for sure, is that it definitely emphasizes like high volume eating.
High volume.
Hey, if you're a renter in Canada and you're struggling...
The other day, I made a video on a guy, and he was like, I never knew that eating fruits and vegetables would make a difference. Of course it does. You can't just eat your highly palatable, high-sugar, high-fat meals and think you're going to be satisfied. But if you add in more fruit...
See, all these high-fat, high-sugar diets. I told you fructose causes what? Mitochondrial damage. Science tells you all about this. It ages you, causes DNA damage. Man, it does a lot of nasty things to you over time. Now, it takes a while, it builds up, and then you become dysfunctional. You're not going to like it. You're going to hate it. It's going to be really bad, man.
And vegetables, more high volume meals, you're going to be more full.
Those oxalates are really going to destroy your joints and everything, man. The oxalatic crystals, the oxalic acid, the uric acid that's building up in there. Man, you're going to get metabolic diseases, skin diseases. Your teeth are going to fall out. You're going to keep seeing the dentist. You're going to lose bone mineral density. That's how you lose it. Yeah.
Number one reason diets fail, it's because you're hungry. If you were never hungry, do you know how easy
Because you're hungry, that's why they fail.
it would be to get through a diet? Think of it. You're never hungry. And so unless you have some...
So you're hungry. Why are you hungry? If you're getting sufficient nutrients from your natural diet, why would you be hungry? Because it's deficient. Sugar, water, and toxins, and sugar, water, whatever. Sugar, whatever the shit is, man. Sugar, water, fructose, and whatever fucking shit is not a nutrient, okay?
Kind of a disordered eating pattern. You're eating to shut down your feelings and whatever. It's not that hard. When you're hungry, it's hard. Saying no to a cheeseburger when you're already full stuffed, it's not as hard as you think.
So I also got the chips and guacamole here. This is just a simple...
Oh, it's hard to eat meat because it's nutrient dense. That's why in the buffet, if you try to eat more meat, you won't be able to eat more meat, but your body will be able to eat more of these sweet things. Why is it? Because you just have to train your body by getting your tongue to taste it. The moment your tongue comes in contact with this shit, it knows there's no nutrients in there, so it knows it doesn't care. It won't stop you from eating the cakes because it doesn't interfere anymore. It's just sugar or whatever. But when your muscles, your body is filled with enough nutrients, it's tanked. You can't eat any more meat, but you can eat any more of these ice creams and weird fucking fake foods, though. Why is that?
A high protein wrap.
Oh, but Coach Greg's recipes have no fat. You're going to die from not eating enough fat. Well, A, how many of you think you're going to
Well, yeah, you need animal fat. You need a lot of animal fat, actually.
eat every single meal from the cookbook? And B, do you not see this meal? Guacamole. Is there no fat in that?
So what is this meal? Guacamole and some weird chips that were made out of like crushed seeds and some kind of weird guacamole thing off the tree or whatever garbage in it. Hey, that's good though. He's got salmon there.
What about salmon? Oh, there's no healthy fats in salmon.
Of course there's healthy fats in salmon. Is that in your book, Greg, or is this just all fake stuff?
And so this is the point of the book, to replace some of the meals that you're eating. Perhaps you're eating pizza right now and you want a lower fat recipe. Perhaps you're eating high fat wraps. Perhaps it's lasagna. Perhaps it's burgers. Perhaps it's ice
Look how much fake stuff he's showing you, man. All his fake food, yeah.
cream. You replace some of those meals, not all of them, You don't need to change your entire life. You change some of it, and it's enough. If you are in only a 100-calorie deficit per day, in a year you're going to lose about 10 pounds. 100 calories.
What?
Do you know how easy it is to get to a 100-calorie deficit from eating from this cookbook? Certainly one recipe a day going to do more than that. Way more.
Yeah, it'll do more damage than anything you've ever eaten in your life to your body.
Imagine switching from regular French toast to anabolic French toast, from regular ice cream to protein ice cream. You're probably saving
Really? Oh, how about that?
500 calories a day, about 1 pound of fat a week. And so in 10 weeks, you could lose 10 pounds just from having one recipe from my freaking cook.
If ice cream is made with milk, then it already has protein in it, doesn't it?
And remember, code Greg, 15% off. Click the link in the description. Click it right now. Or watch the video and then click.
The afternoon
Come on, man. Click the link, guys. Come on, you minions.
snacks I have picked out. I'm gonna have probably a hard time eating them. So from a fullness perspective, this makes it really easy to stay on track.
And so think of it. How can this diet not work? The afternoon snacks that he's picked out already, he's thinking, I'm going to have a hard time eating it. He's so full. If you're so full on lower calories, how easy is this diet to
I'm
follow?
impressed so far. Things I just typically wouldn't do. I'm doing new ideas, and I'll be working this into the mix as well.
I'm impressed so far. Were there any doubts?
Fries are definitely one of those things that do feel off limits when dieting or just like following a healthy diet to begin with.
Nothing is off limits when you're dieting. You take an unhealthy recipe, or perhaps one that's just very high in calories, perhaps it's high in fat and sugar, and you make
Why do you need to diet? If you're on your natural diet, you don't need to diet. Get it, man? This is stupid.
it lower in calories. That is exactly what I did with this cookbook. I took all your favorite recipes and made them lower in calories, lower in fat, lower in sugar, so they're more.
See, he took all your favorite slave food recipes and put them all together to destroy your health. That's what they're meant for, to destroy you slowly, to use you up, give you a lot of energy. You have a lot of energy, you work, and then it tanks you. It's like a bull. You run behind a bull and you keep whipping that bull to work harder and harder. They keep whipping it, and that bull just works itself to death. It's basically what the society has done to you. The slave masters have fed you a slave diet, a energy food, a high weird kind of energy. These energy foods, they feed them to you, but that's not the kind of energy your body wants to run on. And then by 40, you're done. You can hardly move your body. And 50, you're already completely kaput, almost practically, working in your factory or your labor job or construction job or whatever the hell you're doing out there. It's going to completely finish you. And then you get people that eat this slave diet that work in offices. What do? They send them to the gym to work out, to make sure that they can accelerate aging and die early as well. Get it? On top of it. But the best is people that are already working the slave jobs and eating the slave food go to a gym to accelerate death even faster than the last time. Oh my God.
Diet friendly, aka you get to eat more of them and be full. It's not that you can't have anything on your diet. You can eat any.
Eat more than be full. Why do you need to eat this tomato? Why do you need to eat these fake foods? Why?
Anything you want, but sometimes if you eat those things, it triggers you to keep eating. For example, if you're
I know, because they taste so good. They don't look like they don't taste good, man. It's bullshit. Look at this. What is this bar he's showing here? It's some kind of thing made out of crap.
eating Haagen-Dazs ice cream, maybe it's cereal, chips, whatever, and you start eating and you can't stop and you finish off the entire bag or container of ice cream.
Yeah, the reason why you can't stop and you finish off the whole bag and you just eat and eat and eat forever, you want to know why? Because your body just says, hey, it's deficient in nutrients. We need to keep eating until we get enough nutrients. And guess what happens? You finish the whole bag of cereal, you keep eating more, and guess what? You want to eat more. Your body wants to eat more. Want to know why? Because it's only interested in minerals and vitamins in the cell to get it into the cell. And if it ain't getting it from the cereal, then it ain't getting it. It's going to keep making you eat and eat and eat forever. And then you're going to start putting on fat, become dysfunctional, mitochondria, going to get metabolic diseases, diabetes, cardiovascular disease. There's a whole bunch of stuff this shit's going to give it to you.
And pretty soon you're at 3,000 calories. You just binged. This is not what you want. But eating from my cookbook, even if you keep eating, it's okay. You're going to be full on far fewer calories.
All right, diving into dinner here. Fries are fantastic.
You're going to be starving all the time on this anabolic crap book.
I got like I put them in the air fryer.
Fries are fantastic. Love the alliteration.
This is my favorite meal.
I disagree.
Out of everything today has been amazing. This one's okay. I'm surprised in some senses.
And he's surprised. His favorite meal of the day, did not expect it. And so, how does this sound? Does it sound like it's worth it to you?
Okay, so I feel like I've ate a lot today, but we still have some calories left over. So we're moving on to desserts, and I'm going to try 2 of them.
And so think of it. He already feels like he's eaten a lot today, but he's got calories left over. And so why not make some desserts? Think of how amazing this would be on a diet. It's now the evening. You've eaten so much. You're pretty well full. And you just have dessert for fun.
From anabolic cheesecake to ice cream to lava cake and even some donuts.
Oh my goodness.
Cake, see, eating cakes, more donuts, fructose, sugar, fructose, carbohydrates, yes. So we can destroy ourselves a lot faster than the last time, friends. Of course, yes.
You have to try the cheesecake. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the donuts.
You have to try. You have to taste the fake cake. Okay, guys, come on. You have to taste the fake cake because it's better than the last time. Okay. Yes, Greg.
Please try them. You won't know how good they are until you've actually tried them.
Well, no, it's just like
You won't know how good they are till you try it. Here, drink this poison called alcohol from the liquor store. You won't know how great it is till you taste it, and then it destroys you. Oh, thank you, Greg.
The pudding is kind of yellow, and I was like, where did this yellow come? Moved up on the execution a little bit on this, the bun.
And there's just, as I'm watching it, there's so many recipes
Garbage. Pure slave food. Garbage, man. Garbage.
that I haven't tried in a while, like the donuts I haven't eaten in a couple months because there's just so many recipes.
God, man. You know, the worst slaves that eat the most donuts and coffee are office people and the police. The police and these office people and everybody else. They're the worst slaves when it comes to coffee and donuts.
Tend to start eating the same thing all the time. For example, I'm eating the blueberry muffins and the carrot apple muffins. I eat those all the time. Then I get to the cluster muffins and I keep going. Then I'm all of a sudden in a loaf and I'm into this and I'm into that. And I just got to keep mixing it up. There's so many recipes that you're literally going to forget how good the ones you ate when you first started in the beginning.
Taste is really good. Very fluffy. It's probably like a little bit more like whipped cream-like than truly ice cream.
And so the protein ice cream, it tastes more like whipped cream than ice cream. I like whipped cream more than ice cream. And so for me, that's a bonus. Imagine you're eating the ice cream and the negative about it is it tastes a little bit more like whipped cream. How many of you think that's a bad thing? I remember there was a flavor called Heavenly Hash. It literally had like whipped cream or marshmallow flavor taste in it. This is amazing. You want your ice cream to taste creamier than last time. It tastes like whipped cream. Case sold. And so he didn't use a hamburger bun. He did his best. He used an alternate version of the bun, but it still tastes amazing. It's better than he expected. If he uses the actual bun that's recommended, I'm sure it'll be better than last time.
Well designed, beautiful, all like high protein, healthy option meals with tons of variety.
What makes them healthy? He just goes, healthy, optional, healthy food, blah, 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 lots of healthy food. What is healthy about these foods? Give me one thing that's healthy about them. They can't. They just fabricate it. This is where ignorance comes in, right?
I'd pay $150 again.
Is it worth it? Honestly?
Wow, what a slave, man. He's easily brainwashed, isn't he? I'd honestly pay $150 again for the slave diet, these slave foods and everything. Not that I can't find them in the store already. They're all over the place. But yeah, I'd pay $150 for this great slave death book, the anabolic death book, to create these slave foods at home. Yes. Wow, how complicated. Okay.
Well designed, laid out,
So I could destroy my health and my mitochondria and everything else, accelerated aging and a whole bunch of other things, man.
everything. I would pay for it again.
Specifically with the recipes that I tried today, I felt very full throughout the day. Like I did not, I feel.
Of course, you're going to feel full throughout the day. Man, this is stupid. It's energy food. Hello.
Content.
He felt content, tons of protein, tons of volume, easy to stick to, didn't need to really eat those afternoon snacks and so on and so.
It's fake food. It's fake food.
What more must I say? Are you a believer? And so he says, I would totally recommend it.
Plus, if you're a fan of Coach Greg, you'll notice that his personality is infused throughout the entire cookbook.
And so if you're a fan of the channel, you've watched maybe
You know, it sounds like this guy's maybe paid or something to do this. It's freaking weird.
you're going to see the lingo that's used, regular ass bread, more than last time, quotes and so on. So please consider getting the cookbook. So of course, if you're interested in the cookbook or Turk Builder, Ecti Builder, GO2 Max, you can get any of these on my website. If you need a free diet and training program, you can get.
Of course, we have to go to the website. Look, idiot moron at what? I am a moron. He's calling you morons.
It there. Become part of the 300,000 plus newsletter subscriber list. Head over to my website, purchase right now. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm, like the video if you liked it.
See? Man, like, subscribe, comment down below. Helps with the algorithm. If you like the video, let me know what you think about that, man. Greg Doucette. Faker than the last time. His anabolic death book. Yeah, would you buy it? See you in the next one. Ciao, friends.